Alrighty, let's start that succotash now. We will throw in pretty much everything all at once. I like to throw the pepper in first because that takes the longest to cook. Yeah, let me know where you guys are working. Are you looking forward to the season? You know, how was the job search this year? I noticed things are a little weird. Didn't seem like as many jobs were posted as normal. Definitely a lot less hospitality jobs, or, you know, cook, server jobs. That's generally what I look at. I'm really curious how the season's going to be. Because I'm curious if a lot of people are going to go out vacationing like normal. A little bit of salt and pepper. I mean, I expect all the national parks to be buku crazy. You know, I don't expect places like Yellowstone or Yosemite to calm down any. I'm sure there'll be plenty of traffic jams and good times for all of us. You know, RIP everyone that works at Xanterra. Sorry, guys. Throw in that garlic. Throw in the rest of these vegetables. Oh yeah, that poblano smells real nice in that butter. Turn that heat back up a little. Throw in a little bit of sage and thyme. Ooh, that's a little more than I was expecting, but that'll work. That is why you don't take the lid off the spice container. But the goal here is to get that butter a little bit brown. Get the onion and the pepper cooked all the way through. Turn that all the way up. Gotta get a little bit of that bevy right there. It ain't cooking if you ain't drinking a little. I remember being told that from a chef in New Orleans at one point. Crazy guy. Oh yeah, it's smelling real good. So I get a little bit of a taste. See if it needs a little bit more of anything. I am going a little easy on the salt on purpose because I'm using some, you know, powdered chicken stock. And that is very salt heavy. Normally, I would use something like a bone broth, but space is limited in my minivan right now. I'm still fine-tuning how I have the layout and everything. I actually just took out my raised bed and have my bed on a solid platform because I value sitting up more than I do the extra storage actually from having a raised bed. I like being able to sit up all the way while I'm reading. So I'm a little careful with my space. We're getting a little bit of brown in there. I want a little more. I want to start seeing a little bit of color on that corn and onion. We're not likely to see a lot of change on that pepper at all. It's generally best to fire roast it, get that skin off there. But again, I mean, we're talking about something the average person would do, and yeah, I just don't think it impacts the flavor enough to do it every single time. You know, I'm trying to do stuff that you can do, you know, on a little tiny table about like this big. Because God, I mean, I still cook on a table that small. I went from a Nissan Versa hatchback to like a Honda Odyssey minivan, so I have enough space for a nice fold-out table now. But you know, I still think about when I was living in very cramped, not cramped, it was actually very comfortable, and so that thing could go surprisingly well on, you know, rough forest roads. I got way more places than anyone ever in Honda or Nissan ever expected and Versa to go, I'm sure. All right, I'd say that's enough color to start adding the beans. Stir that in nice and well. A little too full to be doing that little saute flip I was doing. Oh yeah, that looks real good though. Throw a little bit of water in there. Using about maybe a tiny bit of chicken stock cube, probably 2/5 of a cube. Wipe that off my hands. Stir that chicken stock powder in. All right, let's give that a little taste. See how it is. A little bit more thyme in there, I think. Maybe just a little bit more. Just a little bit more chicken stock in there. Probably up that to about 1/2 a cube. Stir that in. Give that a little taste again. I would say that's a right banger right there. Alrighty, let's put our pork chop on. I'm very much a eat in the pan kind of guy. I do not like making more dishes than I have to. So a lot of this probably about half of this probably go in my Tupperware for the fridge. But yeah, that was my first cooking video. Hopefully I showed you something good. And yeah, like, comment, tell me what I could do better. Tell me what kind of food you want to see. Yeah, have a good one, guys. That was the Vagabond Cook.